Welcome to practice, everyone. Let's just allow ourselves to arrive, as always. Drop an anchor. You might like to just spend a moment paying attention to your body, moving fingers, moving toes. Just get a sense for how your body might feel on this day, knowing that every day we wake up differently. We're all different to each other. So just find peace with whatever imperfections you might feel in your body. Sense of using practice just to allow ourselves to learn, to get a sense for where we are. Nothing specific to achieve other than this idea of awareness leading to intention to change our habits, our patterns, to practice to become effortless at allowing our energy to move. And then, of course, we come back to the mat, and that cycle of awareness to intention to practice starts all over again. This is how we create new patterns, new habit energy to take through our days. Maybe help us feel a little more at ease, a little more calm. Let's allow our collarbone to be wide, shoulders away from the ears and heavy. You might lift up toes and place them back down. Side out. So we'll start today's practice with the Tibetan 5 rites, the thing that many monks do every day of their lives. And these are simple exercises that move into all the meridian lines in our body. Just allow our energy to move. Let's slowly raise our arms out to the side. Shoulders are heavy. The first rite, we just turn in a clockwise direction, keeping our gaze forward until we need to turn the neck. Let's inhale together. Exhale out to turn. And just take your time, slowly moving. Shoulders stay heavy. We'll do 5 circles here. When you get to the end of the 5th one, just draw the palms together. You might feel a little dizzy. Just allow yourself to press through every corner of the feet. Feeling of energy moving inwards, palm into palm, the center line of our body. You might scan through the face, just check that jaw and teeth. No tension anywhere in the face. Side out. Let's come down all the way to the floor for the second Tibetan rite. We're going to come down all the way onto our back. Extend the spine long. The second rite, you can bend your knees if you like. We're going to lift our legs up, reach forward with our hands, also lifting our head, neck, and shoulders up. Let's inhale to prep. Exhale, side out. As we inhale again, legs come up, press through the tailbone, reach forward. Exhale down. If there's any strain in the lower back, bend the knees. Inhale, lift up, reach forward. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, rise up. Side out. Just a couple more in your own time. And slowly just let it go, allow the body to be heavy. You might like to wobble a little across the tailbone from side to side, just freeing up the lumbar spine. Let's slowly prop ourselves up on the elbows. And we're going to come down and roll over our knees. The third right, we tuck the toes at the back. We'll lean back into the heels, just short toe squat. And then slowly come up. Take our hands to our lumbar spine. Let's inhale together. Spine is long, neck is long. Exhale, lean back, press through the toes. Inhale to grow tall again, rising through the crown of the head. Exhale, let it go. Feel a strong sensation on the front of the legs. Sigh out as you press through the toes. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, side out. One more time. And let's slowly walk our hands down. Might like to tap the feet on the ground. Whenever you're ready, just come down into a child's pose. Drop the shoulders down. Head comes down towards the ground. Take a breath. Before to right, we walk the hands forward. Come down onto your sit bones, extending the legs in front of the body. And just press down through the heels, feel the back of the legs long. We take our hands down by the side of the hips, palms pressing down. We're going to lift up our hips, but keeping our heels and our hands exactly where they are. Side up. Inhale, lift the tailbone up, knees bend. Exhale, push through the floor and bring the hips back between the hands. Let's inhale to lift up. Exhale, let it go. Check your shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Press through the floor, lift up. Exhale, let it go. Two more. Inhale. Exhale, sign out. One more time. And let it go. Let's draw our feet together, knees wide. Wrap the hands around the toes. Take a breath. Allow the upper body to be heavy. And then let's slowly roll over the knees. Take our hands under our shoulders again. This time we're going to extend our legs long and then drop pelvic bone down. So we're in an up dog position. Make sure shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Let's tuck the toes at the back. Inhale to lift the tailbone. Exhale, drop pelvic bone down to the floor. Inhale to rise up. Press through the hands, press through the feet. Exhale, drop back down, shoulders come over the wrists. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, let it go. 2 more times. This time you can come down all the way. Bend the elbows, drop the body down. When you reach the floor, maybe just wobble it out. So take your next breath. Sigh out. Just feel the spine sink down. Let's take our hand under our shoulders. Press ourselves up. We'll meet in a seated position. If you have a block or something you can put under your sit bones, please do it. As we sit, try and find a comfortable position, spine long. Just take a moment to come into our breath. We're going to start today's practice with the 5-5-7 breath, where we breathe in for 5, we hold for 5, and then we exhale for 7. I just invite you to place your hands anywhere on the body. Let's inhale together for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then sigh it out for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Hold the breath, pause the breath. Sigh it out. Inhale for 5. Pause for 5. Exhale for 7. Really empty out the lungs. Inhale for 5. Pause for 5. Exhale for 7. Inhale for 5. Pause for 5. Exhale for 7. Just keep moving through the breath in the same pattern. As we extend the out breath, we slowly allow our nervous system to move into this repair and restore state. This is when digestion happens, our heart rate slows, blood pressure drops. This idea is available to us any time of the day when we bring our attention to our breath. As you sigh out, really feel like you're expelling the last bits of carbon dioxide from the body, welcoming in new oxygen. As we breathe in this way, it helps us create space, become more open, become more aware of possibilities. You might like to think of yourself as that cat in the tall tree about to jump many times its size. It's able to relax and let go of all tension, all stress in its body, and essentially free up its joints and muscles and hit the ground, bounce back up, walk away. So how can we as humans learn this same thing that every cat seems to know? How can we learn to fall from the tree for things to happen to us without us holding the tension that would cause us to break or become brittle when we hit the ground? How can we learn to let go and invite in a sense of ease so that we too hit the ground, spring back up, walk away just like the cat? Instead of trying to fix everything, instead of trying to solve problems, how can we become someone open to possibilities and just creating space rather than fixing problems? Maybe all our problems just become our teachers, showing us where we're stuck. And our greatest teachers become people that disagree with us, that challenge our fixed ideas. In this way, we learn to grow. All right, if your eyes are closed, slowly blink them open. We're going to start by bringing our feet back together, just moving into some key points on our liver and gallbladder meridians. And let's just start by finding the spot. It's in between our big toe and our first toe. Just trace your finger up the webbing in between the bones. This is the start point on our liver meridian called liver 3. So just in between first and second toe, just in between. This is a point for crankiness, for irritation, for getting rid of anger. You might like to find it on both feet. Switch from one side to the other. Small circles with the flat part of your thumb. And then we'll join the feet together. Just wrap your fingers around those points. Just going to rock from side to side. Just exploring movement through the glutes, through the back of the body. And just allow your body to change where its center of balance is. Rolling in whichever direction your body will allow. Maybe you'll come back. Just be a little playful here. Again, just like the cat. See what kind of adventure, what kind of playfulness you can invite into the movement. Let's take one of our legs behind the body. So we're going to bring one so that it's externally rotated, one internally rotated. And just walk the hands around to the back. And then we're slowly going to walk the hands all the way around the body. Again, just explore. We'll be twisting through the spine. Keep your neck and body aligned, then walk all the way back around. Side out. Try that again, just inviting a little bit of movement into the spine. Walking the hands back. Let's make sure our knee is close to the ground. Put a pillow under it if you need to. And we're just going to lean down onto that open inside line of the leg. This is tracing our liver meridian a little higher up. Just roll through from flat part of your arm, starting with the thumb inside, roll over. So we're just allowing our body to connect with the ground, find some sense of stability through gravity and the support of the earth beneath us. And then let's slowly take our knees high. We'll maybe just drop them down to the sides, just open through the hips. Then we'll come straight back onto the other side. One leg closed, one leg open. Walk the hands around. Take a full circle all around the body. Take your time. Just explore where you feel a little more tight in the twist. Slide it out as you turn. And then we'll come back over. Maybe you need the support under the knee, place a cushion under, and then just slowly bring the arm down, shoulder stacked over the elbow. Rolling through, thumb starts on the inside, palm down, and then roll so the palm turns up. So both our liver and gallbladder meridians are part of the wood element of Chinese medicine. Might also explore some points on gallbladder meridian. Let's take our legs up again. We'll windscreen wiper them out. And then let's roll over the knees. We'll come all the way down. Take our knees to the outside edge of the mat. Drop our belly to thighs and just extend the arms forward. Head can come down and rest on the arms or rest on the floor. Take a breath and allow the body to be heavy. And let's slowly walk the hands back. Let's try a few spots on our gallbladder meridian now. We'll start with this one at the side of the head. Just trace across from your eyes and eyebrows, the side of the head. This is our Tai Yang spot, start of the gallbladder meridian. You might like to put in small circles here with fingers or thumb. This is a key point for focus and memory. As you find these points, just invite a sense of stillness into the body. So often, busy mind is trying to solve problems. When we try and bring this wood element into balance, it's through just allowing things to be, creating space, being open, letting go of judgments, letting go of criticisms, just allowing ourselves to be open to the energy of other people without being overwhelmed by it. So the gallbladder meridian sort of does a squiggle line up the head and it goes all the way over the crown of the skull. Let's come to the back of our occiput bones. There's two big bones at the base of the skull. This is gallbladder 20. Again, take some small circles here. Take a breath as you do. See if you can press under these bones so that the neck is long. Tuck the chin in just a little. Allow that feeling of crown of the head rising up, spine long, shoulders still heavy. Take a breath. And then we're going to find the very next point in our gallbladder meridians halfway along the shoulder blade, along the top of the shoulder. And what we might do is we might just draw our arm across the head with our opposite arm, and then just walk along the top of your shoulder blade here. And we're just going to see if we can move our arm in small circles. Just explore the feeling. Just find one spot on the top of your shoulder and then just move the arm whichever way you feel like it might work. You might draw it right across. You might take small circles. Just breathe into the movement and explore. And then we're going to extend that arm out, bend the elbow behind the back, and just see if you can place your knuckles on the spine. And again, just move through the shoulder joint, explore through this gallbladder 21 spot. Gallbladder is where we store bile. Bile is such a great word. And gallbladder is just the place where it goes before it moves out into the small intestine. And it's believed in Chinese medicine that this sense of bile is our sense of anger and frustration. Every time we get cranky or moody or irritated, it's this idea that we're holding on. So you might like to feel as you explore these points that you're letting go of this bile. It's moving through your body, moving through your small intestine, and with it goes this sense of frustration or anger that you have about anything. We don't have to hold on. We can always aim to create space rather than aim to solve problems. Let's try this on the other side. So we'll just draw our arm over the head. You might like to open through that shoulder joint and then bring the hand in, reach to the back of the top of the shoulder blade and just explore through that top arm. You might get a sense for where you're holding tension in the shoulder area. And then we'll extend that arm out, bend the elbow and take it behind, rest the knuckles on the back of the spine. And again, just run the fingers along this trapezius muscle on the top of the shoulder. You might get a sense for exactly where this gallbladder 21 point is. It's kind of halfway between neck and shoulder. But just explore. You'll much better just feeling into your own body, your own sense of stress and tension, than having a textbook tell you where it is. Use the practice to just gain a little more awareness of how your body is feeling today, what your body might need. None of those answers are in books. And then let's take the arm out again. Maybe shake it out. Let's roll through both shoulders. Come back the other direction. And now we're going to roll back onto our, come down all the way. And we'll just start by propping ourselves up on our elbows. Let's find our pelvic bone heavy into the mat, our tailbone. And then we're just going to, without moving the spine, just open through our hip joints. And just take them down as far as you can before you feel yourself moving into the spine or falling to one side. Let's breathe. So we inhale to lift the knee up, exhale to open out. Make sure we're not falling or putting pressure on our spine. Just get a sense for what amount of movement you have within your hip joints. This is different for every person, every body. You might feel a little click or clunk in your bones as you open up to one side. Again, it's just a sign of Maybe we're favoring one side more than the other. Maybe the way we stand, the way we sleep. So whatever you notice about your body, just bring that awareness into the rest of your day. Right, now we're going to see if we can prop just the knuckles of our hand under one of our hips and just open out. Just explore the sort of fleshy area of our glute muscles just by moving the hand under as we open the thigh out. You might find a particular spot of tension and knot. If you do, just hold it there. Pressing into the knuckles and just allowing the body to be heavy. You might like to sigh out. Just feel like you're sinking or surrendering over the knuckle. And you don't need to worry you're going to crush your hand. It'll be okay. Whenever you feel that sense of release, you might hold it for 30 seconds or a minute. Just lift it back up, move the knuckle, explore another area. So what we're doing here is just seeing if we can find these knots or places of tension, and then we hold the body in this spot. As we come out of the hold, generally releasing little charges of energy into the body. Fluid moves, synovial fluid, blood. And as we feel this kind of rush of energy coming back into the body, maybe some of the stress or tension comes out of the body. Keep breathing as you find the spot. You might like to visualize this idea of creating space. It's being open or empty. Whenever you're ready, just switch to the opposite side. Again, find the knuckles, roll back over. Just explore this part of the body where we hold so much tension. So this is further down our gallbladder meridian. Some of these muscles are the biggest muscles in our body, but we don't use them quite so well as we used to because we sit down too often. We don't move as often as our body needs us to. Find a spot, just hold it, sigh it out. Feel your whole body going heavy and surrendering down. Just invite stillness in. Whenever you need to, slowly bring movement back into the body. Feel that sense of energy flowing again. If you'd like to try something even a little bit more intense, cross the leg over. Lift up, place the knuckles back under, and just allow the whole body to sink down onto it. Be a little more heavy on your knuckles, but just breathe into it. You can, of course, also use a ball or other prop for this. I like to use the knuckles because I think it's always nice to feel like you can do a practice without any props necessary. Just your own body, wherever you are, any time of day. No money, no investment necessary, no gear. So often in life we put obstacles in our way that stop us doing the things we need to do to be well. Obstacle might be money, it might be time, it might be equipment. More obstacles we put in our way, less likely we are to be able to create this space, create this sense of openness to experience. What can we become next? Whenever you're ready, drop down onto the spine. We're going to draw the knees into the chest. You might rock from side to side. Reach through in between the legs. We're going to draw the feet into the body or draw the knees into the body. Tailbone. See if you can keep it heavy. Maybe your head will have to come up. If you drop your head down, see if you can keep the tailbone heavy. You feel a strong sensation on the inside of the thighs, the adductors. Breathe through it. Sigh it out. Let's take our right foot and place it over the left knee. We'll thread our arms through, and you might like to grab a hold of the thigh or the knee, keeping the upper body heavy, just drawing the knee in towards the body. Take a few breaths here. Tailbone is heavy into the mat. Whenever you're ready, slowly extend the arms wide. We're going to drop the knees over to the side, coming into a twist. Take all the time you need. Keep the shoulders heavy. Scan through the face and make sure there's no tension in the jaw. As we sigh out, we might sink a little deeper. Let's roll back onto our spine. Untangle the legs. We're going to come straight over to bring the left foot in front of the right knee. Thread the arms through again. Draw the knee or the thigh in towards the chest. Allow the neck to be long, head heavy. Sigh it out. Feel a strong sensation in your IT band on the outside of your leg, the iliotibial band between hip and knee. Just breathe into this. Whenever you're ready, extend the arms wide. Slowly take the knees across the body. Drop them down towards the ground. the end of the next breath, let's roll back onto our spine. We'll draw the knees into the chest. Take a breath. I'm just going to roll back up to a seated position. If you'd like to just massage your spine, take a couple of rock and rolls along the way, please do. Tucking the chin into the chest. And then let's just meet in seated position. Draw our hands to heart center. Just take a moment to scan through the body and get a sense for how we feel right now. Every time we just bring our attention to these points of tension within our body, maybe we learn something, maybe we let go of something. So as you scan through the body, just notice how you feel right now. Tomorrow's practice will continue with some more yin yoga for the wood element, and hope you can join us then. Let's spend final moment of practice just in gratitude for our decision to come to the mat and share the energy of this practice with each other today. Namaste.